Well, chat, it has officially went down. As you can see, all the plants are beat up and cold damaged, leaves falling off, and a lot has changed in the last couple of days. We're just going to take a quick look and explain how the plants are doing and what's going on. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so first, as you can see, the potted plants, not much has changed. These have turned a bit more brown because of the cold, I would say, and drought. They were dying anyway, so wasn't really any point in trying to save them. And yeah, there's leaves in these pots. Not much. This lolly pine has grown a lot, though, I will have to say. And these palms are nice and safe in here, so that's really good. I potted most of the plants. Unfortunately, some I couldn't pot or surround the bag. I couldn't put a bag on top of the pot because they would keep coming off with the wind and stuff. It's really windy. Here's a Chinese tallow, an update on it. Still has leaves, which actually surprises me because I mean the mother plant over there hardly has any leaves, while this one still has like tons of leaves hanging off. So still has leaves on it. Sago palm seems to be unfazed, doesn't really care about the cold. So are these two. I'm heavily surprised these two did not dry out at all. If those did, then I'm surprised that this right here, these are the same species. I just planted them two different areas. So these two just did not dry out, so that's really good. Now for the bananas, it's a different story. Yeah, it's not looking too good. It's brown, it's wilting, it's dying. But, I mean, it happens every year. I've noticed this section of the banana plants has actually gotten weaker every year. Every year it grows lower and lower. When we first planted it, it got huge. But now it just grows back a lot weaker. So, if you guys have any suggestions for that, comment down below. Like, how to make it grow bigger and, like, more dominant, you know? Here, the windmill palm, also unfazed, as I expected, because I mean it's cold hardy. Let's go with here because this is where majority of the changes happened. All right, so here this orange plant seems to be doing fine, unfazed as well. It is cold outside, guys, so I'm trying to rush this because I'm not trying to get sick right now. Right here is one of the Mexican fan palms, which I covered it up, and it should be fine. Now the second group of Musabajus, holy cow, this thing has gotten burnt to the crisp. But it still looks like it could actually be saved because I mean the leaves are still green somewhat. They don't seem to be like fully damaged just yet, but it might turn brown with the next days. But the top still seems pretty good. So I mean, let's just hope this doesn't collapse, and let's just see what happens. I mean, if it doesn't collapse, then we got some bananas next year. If it does, then oh damn. But yeah, a lot of damage has happened to it, and the sea grape, which just came to my surprise, has taken absolutely no damage. I mean, maybe this little top leaf right here, but other than that, it is spotless. And I wanted to cover that thing with a bag so it didn't, turn brown or anything. And it seems to be fine. Here with the Mexican fan palm also surprised me. This guy has not turned at all any colors. But, I mean, this leaf has been turning yellow for a while now, so it's just not even the cold at that point. But nothing has affected it. This peanut plant did get affected, though. That started growing there, but that makes sense. Yeah, and none of these got affected. This one has been like that as well. And, yeah, these other plants over here haven't really been affected, so I'm not going to go over them. Because, you guys probably don't really want to see them anyway, so no, I'm joking. But here we got the lemon plant here, also unfazed. I'm surprised that it hasn't dropped any of its leaves. All of these plants are really strong this year, and I don't know if they actually, it needs to wait so temperature heats up and that's where this stuff actually happens. But right now it's still cold and they're going through cold shock or just being surrounded by this cold environment, and they're still doing good. The apple plant or apple tree hasn't dropped any of its leaves. The crepe myrtle did, but it actually has some leaves on there, as you can tell, and the peanut plant did not get affected as well. So that's actually really cool. So yeah, guys, as you can tell, a good amount has changed, but the plants are really holding up. Surprisingly, for the ones that aren't meant to be in the cold, it's amazing how they're holding up. Normally these would not hold up as well, but I mean this year they are holding up like champs. And the windmill palm, of course, which is just fine because I mean it's a windmill palm. And this pine tree, you already know, I mean, it's a pine tree. It likes this kind of cold, so of course it's going to like it. And yeah, these plants in here are doing just fine. Protected all of them. These would have probably gotten heavily affected if they were exposed, but no worries, because I literally have the shelter out here. They get plenty of sun. They get moist air in there, warmer air at least, and it's just better for them overall. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped, and let's just to give an overall, I hope it gave you guys an overall update of what's going on here. And yeah, I will post a full garden update in a couple weeks, realistically. I mean, I might say a couple days, but probably a couple weeks, or maybe a couple months, I don't know. But we'll see when I post the next garden update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.